Have you ever wondered what it truly means to live with wisdom, to embrace faith, reason, and courage all at once? In the 12th century, during the golden age of Islamic Spain, there lived a man whose ideas would echo across centuries, shaping philosophy, medicine, law, and even the foundations of the Renaissance. His name was Averroes, also known as Ibn Rushd. Though he lived nearly 900 years ago, his lessons remain strikingly relevant today. In this journey, we will uncover 10 timeless lessons from Averroes, lessons that can still inspire us to think deeply, live courageously, and embrace wisdom in our own modern lives. Before we dive into his lessons, let us step into his world. Cordoba, a city of light where scholars debated, poets recited verses, and knowledge was treasured. It was in this vibrant setting that Averroes rose, a judge, a physician, a philosopher, and above all, a lover of truth. Lesson 1. Knowledge as a bridge, not a wall. Averroes believed that knowledge is not meant to divide us, but to connect us. In his writings, he argued that philosophy and religion were not enemies, they were companions. Reason could clarify faith, and faith could inspire reason. Today, his first lesson reminds us, true wisdom does not build barriers. It builds bridges between ideas, people, and cultures. Lesson 2. The value of rational inquiry. In a time when many discouraged questioning, Averroes boldly declared that reason is a divine gift. He urged people not to blindly accept what they were told, but to examine, analyze, and seek clarity. His courage reminds us today that rational inquiry is not a threat to belief. It is a way of deepening it. Lesson 3. Justice as the soul of society. As a judge, Averroes valued fairness above all. He knew that laws without justice are empty, and authority without compassion is tyranny. He taught that justice is the foundation upon which all civilizations must stand. This lesson continues to echo in our modern struggles for equity, fairness, and dignity for every human being. Lesson 4. The universality of truth. Averroes believed that truth was universal. It belonged to no single religion, no single nation. Whether expressed by Aristotle in Greece or by scholars in the Islamic world, truth was truth. He reminds us that wisdom is not the property of one people. It is the shared inheritance of humanity. Lesson 5. Medicine of the body and the soul beyond philosophy. Averroes was also a physician. He wrote about the importance of caring not only for the body but also for the mind. He believed that health was holistic. Physical well-being and mental clarity worked hand in hand. His insights foreshadow today's modern emphasis on both physical and mental health. Lesson 6. The importance of intellectual courage. Averroes faced fierce opposition. His writings were banned, his books burned, and he was even exiled. Yet he did not waver. He knew that truth sometimes demands courage. This lesson reminds us, wisdom requires bravery. To speak truth in the face of opposition is not easy, but it is necessary. Lesson 7. The harmony of faith and reason. Unlike many of his critics, Averroes did not see a conflict between science and religion. Instead, he believed they could enrich one another. For him, faith gave meaning to reason, and reason gave clarity to faith. This harmony is a lesson still relevant in today's world, often divided between blind faith and cold rationalism. Lesson 8. The responsibility of knowledge. Averroes taught that knowledge was not to be hoarded but to be shared responsibly. To know something and not use it for the betterment of others was a betrayal of learning itself. This calls us even now to use our knowledge wisely, for progress, for compassion, and for the service of humanity. Lesson 9. Legacy Beyond Time. Though Averroes was silenced in his lifetime, his writings survived. His works on Aristotle traveled across borders, influencing Christian and Jewish thinkers, shaping medieval Europe, and planting seeds that would bloom in the Renaissance. This is his 9th lesson. The truth endures even when the world rejects it. Ideas may be delayed, but they cannot be destroyed. Lesson 10. The courage to think freely. Finally, the greatest lesson Averroes left us. The courage to think freely. Even when threatened, even when cast aside, he remained faithful to reason, truth, and intellectual freedom. He reminds us that the act of thinking, of seeking, of questioning, of exploring, is itself a sacred duty. For without free thought, there can be no growth, no justice, no progress. From the heart of Cordoba to the libraries of Europe, Averroes' voice still whispers to us across centuries. His lessons on knowledge, justice, courage, and truth are not relics of the past. They are living guideposts for today. So as you leave this story, ask yourself, am I living with the courage to think freely, to seek truth, to bridge faith and reason, to use knowledge for the good of all? If Averroes could see beyond his own time and imagine a better future, perhaps we too can dare to think, not just for ourselves, but for generations to come. If these timeless lessons from Averroes inspired you, I invite you to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next journey into the wisdom of history. And I'd love to hear from you. Which lesson from Averroes speaks to you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Because wisdom grows best when it is shared.